reconnecting with Calibar. So I got bucked off a horse and broke a rib a couple months ago. Well, I don't know, about 6 weeks ago anyway. And I've never really connected back with the horse. You know, he's out in the pasture with about 100 other ones. And I'm getting better enough now where I can start reconnecting. Always in my life, I have not really taken the time to work to connect with a horse. I've more tend to, well, I got to get this job done, so let's just pile on and go. And that works sometimes, but now in the wintertime, it's really difficult to do a lot of riding in the wintertime. It's a lot easier to use a four-wheeler. It's all solid ice, and you can see the ground is just a mess because in Montana, it melts and then freezes and melts and then freezes and just creates a mess. So it's more difficult. But anyway, I'm going to try to connect, and he's a little hard to catch, so I'm going to get him to corral, work with him a little bit, start riding him a little in a more connecting way. See if I can teach him how to not be afraid of me in the saddle, because that's really where his hole is basically that if he sees something happen from the top, from behind him, behind his head, he panics, and that's something we need to work on. All right, well, we got him run into the corral here. We'll go catch Calibar wherever he's at. So I'm gonna catch him right now, and it's probably gonna be a pain because there's too many horses in here. And let's see if I can get him to hook onto me. Probably gonna have to get him in a pen with no other horses to do. All right, he's right there. That's him right there. Now, I'm going to try to just put a little pressure on him here, and we'll see if this is going to work. Probably not. Okay, we're going to see he's turning away from me, so we want to get him by himself if we can. There we go. And we're going to back off until he starts coming towards us. Okay, put pressure on him. Yeah, I'm going to have to get him by himself. All right. See if we can do this. We're going to attempt this to get him by himself here in the corner. So you sort them off. Okay, stand there for a minute. Get him just a little bit by himself here. There you go. As soon as he puts, you can't see it, when he turns towards me like this, I drop my head and take a step back, put the flag down, and then what I'm going to do is after he sits there for a second, I'm going to make him do it a little bit more, a little more pressure. Then I'm going to come back. Now, as soon as he's not paying attention to me, I'm going to put some pressure on him here. Put some pressure on him. I'm looking at his head, looking at his butt. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Then he drop my head. There he's licking his lips like, okay. They're all running around because they don't know what we're doing. So I'm going to put a little more pressure on him. There you go. There you go. Now I'm gonna walk up. If he takes off, I'm gonna put pressure on him all over again. That's okay. Whoa, bud. Whoa. So put pressure on him, put pressure on him. Pressure, 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 pressure. And then down. Everything goes away. And then there we go. There we go. Good. Good job, buddy. No, 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 no. There you go. There you go, bud. Atta boy. Atta boy. Yep. You're gonna hook on a little bit? No, 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 no. He turned away from me right there. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. See, at first they don't know. At first they have no idea why you're putting pressure on them. So once they figure it out, you can put a lot of pressure on them before they actually do something. And then once they figure it out, you can put very little pressure on them. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go. No, no, no. No, no. There you go. There you go, buddy. You got it. You got it. There you go. Do you notice this? It's kind of swinging this around behind me. And you might wonder, well, how is he supposed to tell, you know, whether you're doing something you want him to move or not? It's all by your demeanor. This is basically an extension of your hand and your arm. So if I'm looking over here and I'm going to brush him with it, I want him to know this is not the time to move away from this. If I go like this, get his attention, and I got pressure on him, then I want him to move his back end. Then I want him to move away from it. Now I'm going to move away, look away, and he's getting the impression. He gets the idea. He starts to understand. He's got to pay attention to me whether to know that he needs to move or not. Okay, there you go, buddy. There we go. Okay, so he bucked me off, and I know he has a hole here where if he sees something flopping on his sides or feels something flopping on his sides while I'm on him, or if something kind of flaps in the wind that he sees beside him from the saddle, like if I take my shirt off, or if he sees my hand or something, it spooks him. So we're gonna add a little bit to the saddle when we want him up here, so he has to deal with it. Well, last time he was saddled up was actually when he bucked me off, so he hasn't had a lot of
My theory is that I would like to expose a horse to whatever is going to cause him to panic before I get in a situation where I'm in the middle of that panic. Now, that's not necessarily what I do all the time. I don't take the time to do this kind of training, but that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm putting these bags on, all this canvas stuff. I want things to flop. I want things to move. I want things to spook him. And today it wasn't really spooking him. There was a couple of times he was a little bit touchy about something flopping back down on his side, but very little. So I wasn't accomplishing really what I wanted to, but I'm pretty sure that's just because the environment is different. He wasn't all alone in a forest all by himself. And that's what really caused the problem that I ran into when I got bucked off. But that's what I'm trying to do, is simulate every kind of situation that I know brought him to a point of panic before, so that he gets used to it. He needs to be exposed to it here so that I don't have to deal with it on the spur of the moment. Most likely when you run into a situation where you open a bag of peanuts or something on the back and he freaks out, that kind of thing. Trying to get all of that out of him on the ground.
I mean, he's paying attention to it, but he's not really that spooked at it. I honestly think it had to be the fact that we were in the timber by himself and he was already worked up and scared when I swung on. So he wasn't thinking, because the tumbleweed was going by and that thing was trying to flip over. He was like
about getting stupid for a second.
well, he thought about freaking out, but he wasn't gonna buck.
No,
I don't think
but
he
he
was
just
gonna
thought
buck.
about getting stupid.
He's like, oh shoot, son of a yeah, because this was flipping in the wind and the tumbleweed was coming by and everything. I'm gonna yeah, that did it a little bit because he wasn't ready for it. There you go. There you go. Kind of scary, isn't it? That's kind of scary.
Bye-bye. Hey, what you doing?
Whoa. Whoa. No more cuddling you. You're just gonna have to deal with it all, buddy. All right, well, this is the first time I've ridden Calibar here since he bucked me off, and I was telling my dad that the thing that goes through my head right now is, man, if anything happens, my wife's gonna kill me. It's more about that than anything else. So now, what I'm gonna do here, obviously before I was trusting him pretty well, but he was ridden down pretty good. So now I'm going to take my time and get on nicely and carefully, because that's what happened. I got on just like I swung on there like an old broke horse, and that's not the thing you need to do with a young horse. So, all right, let's get on and ride him for a second. Then I got to go to a meeting. All right, so what I do when I get on a horse, usually, that could be potentially bad. I don't think he's even going to be bad, but I shorten this rein so I can turn him into me. And give a little tap there, tap here. You grab a hunk of mane. Okay, I'm gonna get myself ready and go over like that. There. And he ain't even paying attention. So the thing is that you always wonder, he's not giving it back in there. You always wonder sometimes if they will remember bucking you off, and then the next time you ride them, they're going to be hard to ride or something. But then you get on like a horse like this. Now I did warm him up quite a bit, but he's feeling pretty solid now. But again, this is not the same situation. So that situation was very different. Riding him down, obviously I don't trust him as much as I did before, especially since he ain't been ridden now in 6 weeks. But I am trusting him a little bit because I kicked him right into a trot. Whoa. There you go. Turn him around. Got him over here. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, back, 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 back. Good, good. So I got to go to a meeting, so I can't ride him any more than this. But I just wanted to get one good ride on him again since I hurt my rib. Doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling near as confident as I was on this horse, but that's because, you know, he's fresh and young and everything. He's acting pretty tight today, but this is the first time he's been ridden in a while. But you know, I sacked him out good before I got on, which helps kind of gets him set to what's going to happen, and you know, gets him a little bit ready for some unexpected stuff. And then we're going to work him on the ground a little bit more and start dragging some stuff around on him to get him used to, because he's afraid when you rope a calf, he's afraid of that. So I'm going to rope some dummy stuff and drag it around so he gets used to that kind of thing. Just kind of work on him a little bit of getting some of the holes out that I found last summer that I didn't take the time to take out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll keep you posted about how the two of us do here. We're going to get back to going here. Get him working off the bridle a little bit again. See, get him broke. We'll see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gotta get him to stand here nice. No, whoa. Then I'll get off. Yeah. Do we have to start all over again, huh? And I'll loosen his cinch right here. Then lead him back over and unsaddle. Now when I loosen the cinch where I get off, try to do that sometimes away from the barn, because otherwise they learn that the barn is the place they get their cinch loosened and everything, and they start going back to the barn all the time. So wet. The snow is melting. Problem is this isn't the end of winter. This is February. So what happens in Montana is it melts like this, then it freezes into solid sheets of ice. That's always fun.
Then I'll get it done tomorrow. That's it. Don't up on tomorrow.
It's really, so it's frustrating when he's not paying attention, but it just takes time. He's not paying attention because he hasn't been around me for a while. He's not used to being ridden. He didn't do great the last time he was ridden. This time he did okay, but I threw a lot at him too, so I have to do that a few days in a row and get him ready to roll.